Good morning. I want to take you back to December 9th, 1968. A rainy Monday in San Francisco. About 1,000 engineers and computer scientists have gathered in Brooks Hall for the Fall Joint Computer Conference. They're expecting another dry technical presentation. What they get instead changes the course of computing forever. This is the story of the mother of all demos and why it matters more today than ever. Here's our roadmap. We'll set the scene, what happened in that room and why it was so shocking. Then we'll unpack exactly what Engelbart revealed, the philosophy that drove him and the team that made it possible. From there, we'll trace the direct line from 1968 to the devices in your pockets. And finally, we'll ask the question this demo forces all of us to confront. What are we going to show the world? Let's begin with the moment itself. December 9th, 1968. Imagine a world where computers fill entire rooms, where you interact through punched cards, where a personal computer is science fiction. Now imagine a man walks on stage and starts navigating a screen with a wooden block, clicking, editing, linking documents. This was the moment the future arrived, unannounced, on a Monday afternoon in San Francisco. Picture the scene. Brooks Hall, San Francisco. 1,000 of the brightest computer scientists in the world, sitting in folding chairs. Engelbart sits at a custom-built console, and behind him a massive 22-foot screen projects what he's seeing. He's not giving a lecture, he's performing. For 90 minutes, he edits text with a colleague in Menlo Park, 30 miles away. He clicks on underlined words and teleports to new documents. He draws on screen collaboratively. The audience doesn't clap halfway through. They're too stunned. And at the end, a standing ovation. Because they understood that they had just seen the blueprint for the next half-century of computing. This is the artifact everyone remembers, the first computer mouse. A carved wooden block, one red button, two perpendicular wheels underneath. When Engelbart pulled it out, the audience chuckled. They called it a mouse as a joke, and the name stuck permanently. But look past the cute wooden box and you'll see the real breakthrough. Direct manipulation. Before this, you told computers what to do by typing arcane commands. Now you could point, you could gesture, you could interact. That wooden block was the first bridge between human intention and machine response, and every touchscreen, trackpad, and stylus since traces its lineage right back to this moment. Let's take stock of everything Engelbart demonstrated in those 90 minutes. On the hardware side, the mouse, video conferencing, a corded keyset, and real-time screen sharing across a custom microwave link. On the software side, and this is where it gets truly extraordinary, hypertext, which we now simply call links. Collaborative real-time editing, which Google Docs made mainstream 40 years later. Dynamic file linking, word processing, even primitive version control. Not one of these things existed before that day. Engelbart unveiled them all at once. It's as if someone in 1903 had demonstrated not just the airplane, but also air traffic control, jet engines, and in-flight Wi-Fi, all in a single afternoon. Now let's pull back from the technology and understand the vision behind it. Because Engelbart wasn't trying to build a better computer, he was trying to build a better human being. His goal, stated clearly in his 1962 manifesto, was to augment human intellect, to use technology not to replace our minds, but to amplify them collaboratively. Every technology in the demo was in service of that single radical idea, helping people think better together. In 1962, 6 years before the demo, Engelbart published a paper called Augmenting Human Intellect, a conceptual framework. This wasn't a technical spec, it was a manifesto. He argued that humanity's problems were growing more complex faster than our ability to solve them. The only way out was to build tools that made us smarter collectively. ARPA saw the potential and funded his Augmentation Research Center at Sarai. For 6 years, his team built the online system as a working proof. Every feature, the mouse, the links, the shared editing, was designed to answer one question: how do we help humans think together at scale? Engelbart wasn't selling a product, he was selling a new relationship between humans and their tools. Engelbart gets most of the credit, but the demo was a team achievement of staggering complexity. Bill English, who actually built the mouse from Engelbart's rough sketches, was the engineering director who coordinated the entire live production. Cameras, video mixers, microwave links, screen projectors, all running in real time. Stuart Brand, the counterculture pioneer behind the Whole Earth catalog, was in the room filming. He understood this wasn't just a technical talk. It was a cultural event, and behind them a crew of Sarai engineers managing a makeshift television studio, patching together a live two-way feed over a custom microwave link to Menlo Park. One glitch, and the whole thing collapses. It didn't. That's a miracle. Let's trace the ripple effects across nearly 6 decades. 1968, the demo. 1973, Xerox PARC builds the Alto, directly inspired by Engelbart's work, GUI, mouse, Ethernet. Several PARC researchers had attended the demo. 1984, Apple ships the Macintosh, bringing the mouse to millions. Steve Jobs famously visited PARC and carried those ideas to market. 1990, Tim Berners-Lee proposes the World Wide Web, hypertext on a global scale, exactly what NLS previewed on a single system. 2007, Steve Jobs unveils the iPhone, turning the product demo into high art, a genre Engelbart invented. And here in 2026, AI copilots, shared virtual workspaces, real-time global collaboration. Every thread traces back to that rainy Monday in San Francisco. So what does the mother of all demos leave us with? It's not just a list of technologies, though that list is staggering. It's the idea that a demonstration itself can be a transformative act. Before Engelbart, you published papers, you gave lectures. You didn't perform the future live on stage with zero safety net. He created the genre that Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and every startup founder now operates within. The demo is the message, and that message began here. This insight from a scholarly analysis of the demo captures something essential. The session isn't remembered as the mother of the mouse. It's not called the mother of hypertext. It's the mother of all demonstrations. The emphasis is on the act of showing, not the objects shown. Engelbart understood something profound. The most powerful way to change the world isn't to describe the future in a paper. It's to perform it, live in front of people who can't look away. Every great demo since is an echo of what happened in Brooks Hall. Let me leave you with a question. Engelbart didn't have perfect technology. His system could crash. His mouse was a wooden prototype. His video link was held together with engineering ingenuity and prayer. But he had a vision, a team, and the audacity to show it live before it was ready. The question isn't what technology are you building? It's what future are you brave enough to demonstrate? Every one of you in this room has the capacity to show something the world hasn't seen. The only question is whether you'll have the courage to step on stage before it's perfect. That's the real legacy of the mother of all demos. Thank you.